I had a wonderful weekend in the sense that the weather here in Ponte Vedra was warmer and was able to play. I was able to play a little golf, and I did a lot of work yesterday and today. Let me give you a couple. Would y'all like some probabilities here before we get started, just to sort of give you a summary of what's important? Okay. This week, I've been saying it kicks off a very strong week, probably the second strongest week uh, of December. The last week of December is usually the strongest, but this week is set up to go higher. We'll see if they do it. That's number one, and maybe we can type that in there as something that you know. Also, this is important. We have rolled over our futures to March, and the symbol's ESH25 on the futures position, also the NASDAQ. Futures roll over on indexes the third Friday, and it's on Monday, the third Friday. Monday starts tonight. So you have to change your roadmap if you got roadmap symbols, and you just have to be aware of the fact I'll be talking March pivot numbers and information like that. Does everybody understand that? It's in, when they hear me talk about T-Buzz TV, I'll talk about that. Now, here's a set of stats I'll give you that you can use. These are approximate numbers. Uh, how many people have heard me say Mondays is the day I like to watch the market? Anybody ever heard me say that? Monday is the day I like to watch the market. If you're doing income type trades on Monday, you got about a 67% probability. That bumps up on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to over 85% approximately. And then Friday drops down to about 80. Okay. So those are the percentages during the week. That's why Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are very lucrative days to trade if you're trading. That's number one. Also, over the weekend, they announced that MSTR, a company I've been talking about with Bitcoin, and Palantir, PLTR, just got added to the indexes. So you'll see a pop in those. These are sort of outside the normal stream of what I usually cover, but I wanted to cover it with everybody before I got started. Any questions about anything I've said? The strongest stock, I'll just tell you this, coming into this week, the strongest stock that I can find in all the stocks I looked at is a company called Tesla, TSLA. That stock is on fire, and you gotta factor that in there. It's very strong right now. Tesla. Okay? That's Tesla. All right. I'm thinking my target on Tesla, uh minimum target's 445, but I think we could get to 480 if it really got to run. This week it sort of set the tone. You will notice this week a lot of things that might have been correcting will get a bid if it plays out like it should play out. Okay. So this should be a good week. Last week was a real slow week. This week should be a big week for us. I'm excited about that. Uh, Other than that, why don't we get started? Go to dtitrader.com, join my Telegram channel. We have a Fed meeting this week. Keep that in mind too. dtitrader.com/YouTube. We got people from YouTube. Who's here from YouTube tonight? Just type in if you're signed in from YouTube. We got YouTube people here. We'll say hello to you if you're signed in from YouTube. I think that's growing pretty good for everybody. All right. All right. One last thing before I get started, make sure you hear me clear. Type in where you're signing in from. Type in where you're signing in from. Oh, Australia. Gotta love it. Hilton Head, South Carolina. Hoover, Alabama. Sam, I'll be headed your way this week. Tampa, Florida, Ohio, Atlanta. Bet it's cold up there. Nebraska. Who's got the coldest temperature that signed in tonight? David from Chile. All right, David. Pennsylvania. Man, we got everybody's represented. I love it. 36, Peach Place. What's Tulsa? By so fast, I missed it. I see 38 a lot. I don't see anybody colder than that. 18, Alaska. All right, now we got Alaska. Puts 18 on the board. 22, Rochelle. Crude's already rolled, Todd. It's on January. Let's get going. Thank you, everybody, for that little game that we play. I always like to see where it's the coldest. Now, folks, there's a risk involved in trading. Past performance is not indicative of future results. I always tell people, do your due diligence. Here's my schedule for the week. Tomorrow, I have a special for all my services treat at 11:30. Don't miss it. Moonlight Trading Club class tomorrow at 3:30. We have Connect the Dots Tuesday at 10:45. I have a 1 o'clock special at 2. Wednesday, I have Futures First at 7:15 a.m. That's a morning session. Okay, 7:15 a.m. Adam, that should be 8:15. Let's do that 8:15 on Wednesday, not 7:15. That's a central time number, 8:15 on Wednesday. 3:30, got Moonlight Trading Club at 3:30, 8 o'clock. Wow. Have nothing scheduled yet on Thursday. Friday, I got a 1 o'clock meeting, and I have a 3 o'clock weekly wrap up. So pretty busy week. I wanted to stay as close as I could to everybody. Wow. That's pretty good. You know, I think, Adam, I hate to do this to you, but take that Wednesday 8:15, move it to Tuesday at 8:15. Tuesday at 8:15. Let's do that. Move that Tuesday at 8:15. That gives us a head start on the week. I got a great trade for a weekly trade we can do then. Okay? Tuesday. There's Wednesday and Thursday. Okay. That should work out just fine. In my opinion, the market should have a strong week. There's one number, all you got to look at. Y'all like one number to judge the week? It's the QQQ. As long as it's above 525.55, game on. Write that number down. Don't forget it. That's as long as you don't close below that number, this market will be hot. Everybody got that number? 525.55. Seven Sisters, if you look at it right now, notice the NASDAQ is getting right with itself. It gained 2% versus the mini last week. NASDAQ's up 29.80. That's the way it should look. The Dow's up 16, DAX is up 21, gold's up 28. Crude is basically unchanged for the year, and bonds are 60. In fact, when I looked at crude, USO is bullish, XLE is bearish. Go figure that one. Write that one down. There's the bonds. Probabilities this week, strong on Monday, weakened on Tuesday a little bit, weakened on Wednesday with the Fed, and then Thursday we got getting stronger. Look at Friday, the 20th, or be a strong finish at the end of the week if it plays out. News this week, what do we have? Monday, you got some services and manufacturing, retail sales on Tuesday, the Fed on Wednesday, and got a press conference at 2:30. Powell gets to talk. Nobody flip a coin on how that goes. Okay? Flip a coin. Side note, Bitcoin is stronger than garlic tonight. And those in coin beta, I'm going to squeeze I tell you what, you'll be invited to all services. There you go. There's the rest of the week. GDP on Thursday, PCE on Friday. Here's my 10 tickers for the week. I went through about 50 different stocks to come up with these. Let's go slow. I've set alerts at all these numbers. This is where I'm going to go. Apple above 250.55. I'll be there. DJT 37.55 should look good. I think DJT, if it gets above that 37.55, I'd shoot for $45 a share. Tesla, I got 437. It doesn't have to go much to go higher. 437.55. Palantir goes, I've been talking about this number, 77.55. I got silver up there if it gets hot at 25.11. Amazon at 232.55. And here's my short of the week. If XLE breaks 88.40, I'll get a short position there. QQQ at 530.55 is bullish. The SPY's got some catch up to do, but 607.55. Any questions about the 10 tickers? I went through a lot of stocks to come up with those numbers. I think we'll hit this week. Usually we hit 2 or 3. I think this week will be a 4-backer, I think, on those tickers. Set your alerts at these numbers. Time to take action. Hold it. Before I get started, Adam, I had some seasonality stuff. Let me read it. You didn't pick up on it. It was the third slide. Let me read it there, everybody. From the 15th, you can type this in there. From the 15th to 31st, small caps should gain 1.5%. Monday before expiration, triple witching, which is this tomorrow, is up 14 out of 23 days. This week will be up 28 out of 39 times coming into this week. And December 20th, that day is up 26 out of the last 41 years. Okay, after this week, this is the second half or the 22nd. The week is up. Look at this week. 25 out of 32. Y'all know what happens that week. 25 out of 32 up. Wednesday, the NASDAQ's up on that Wednesday, 12 out of 16. And the last trading day of the year, okay, December 31st, the NASDAQ turns down, write this down, on the 31st, 17 out of 23 years. Those numbers might help you, guide you, but that's the general flow as we go into the last couple of weeks of the year. Any questions about that? All right, let's go to the Moonlight Trading Project. We're off. We got people going. We've had a great first class here. We got a couple more this week. And this is a chance to focus on income with a certain style where you place trades each and every day it sets up. I gave you the odds early, and that's what we'll be playing this week. Profits and performance shown are not typical, make no future earnings claims. You may lose money. That happens in trading. The majority of trades expressed are from historical back-tested data unless otherwise stated in order to demonstrate the potential of the system. This is where you're looking for an edge. Between May 2nd of 24, 11/19th of 24, the average back-tested return per trade is 5% per trade overnight and a 81.5% win rate with the average winner of 28%. Every trade targets roughly $702 in income based on a $2,500 starting stake. And every example is based on that same starting investment unless otherwise stated. However, you do not need much to get started. The average cost per trade is less than $100. We cannot guarantee specific future results as there's always a high degree of risk involved in trade. You know that, I know that. See our terms on the DTI homepage for more information. In trading, there will be some losers. There is no black box miracle system that prints out winning trades. Our purpose is to have the edge. And with that edge in the market, if you can't handle losing trade, then you really shouldn't be trading with real money. Again, losses in trading have occurred and will occur in the future. Today, let's walk through this trade that we've been demonstrating for about 4 or 5 months in the different services. We've consolidated, make it a program, and walking through this trade in a standard brokerage account. And it's not trading it's not by trading the next billionaire making penny stock. Not from chasing smoke and mirrors on the next hot AI stock. Nope, none of that. Instead, as long as you set up a certain type trade before the market's go. Actually, it's before the last hour each day is when it sets up. When it sets up. Anyone has has a shot at a couple $100 or more overnight, while most people are fast asleep. This is the advantage of this trade. Just like anyone could have done over and again. A lot of you made these trades as I demonstrated the effectiveness of the Moonlight Trading Club. That's not even the best part. Unlike most methods, you don't need to predict anything to target these overnight opportunities. You'll see the stock can end up finishing the day higher, flat, or sometimes even lower, and you still have an opportunity to profit, depending on the premium you receive and how the overnight goes. As long as your trade is set up before the market's closed, you're good to go. Like what happened on May the 20th, you place that trade before the closing bell, headed out to dinner, go do your thing. You don't have to be in front of a screen. $883 overnight. On that night, it was a strong night in your favor. On the next day, on May 21st, you followed the setup, maybe packed up for a day, headed out to the swing suites with some friends, came back to a $789 overnight profit while the markets were flat. Then the next day, on May 22nd, another type opportunity created that would have taken a few clicks to join in as you had the position set up before today. This is what I love about this approach is you tune in that last hour, you get a setup, you go with it, and you're out the next day. Not tying you up for a length of time. Spent the rest of the evening doing whatever you wanted to do. $625 on that night. Now, the opportunity to do this over and over again is here when it sets up every last hour. Like the next opportunity on May 24th, set the quick trade before the closing bell, walk away, $664 overnight. It's so formatted, anybody here can do it. Well, the stock market sold off that day. Now, before we get too far along, let me be very clear. Not every trade's going to work out. You're playing the numbers. Remember, 80% means you're right 4 out of 5 trades. You got to do enough of those to have those stats work. There's bound to be winners and losers along the way. No magic income in button. 81% accuracy overnight. That's strong. That's by waking up 4 out of 5 days with a nice payout. So think about this. If you do 100 trades, 80 of them are going to pay you. The game is controlling the 20 that don't. That's the game of this trade. And anyone follow along in the week of May could have gone 4 for 4 with overnight trades, locking in an extra 29.12 in cash, 664, 625, 789, and 863. Now, the opportunity isn't some pass and pad. It works because it's based on the depletion of option premiums. You actually play the bank with this strategy. In fact, the driving force behind it dates all the way back to 1993. But recently, they opened it up by using zero-dated options when they launched a new way to take advantage of nighttime moves in the option market. That's why today, you get the exact blueprint of how to set it up, tapping these overnight opportunities. When you go through masterclass number 1, your eyes will be open wide. I invite you to take the next one with me as soon as tomorrow before the closing bell. Target an extra couple $100 or more by tomorrow's close. Now, it's hard to optimize this, but we did it. We got our profile. We got our process. I teach it to you 80% of the time when the opportunity fires off. Now, where nothing's guaranteed, with this winning proposition, I expect to be on the right side when I put the trade on, winning 4 out of 5 trades. Each one targeting right around 700 by the morning based on the study, by the next morning. Like the 3 opportunities would have popped up, here they are, October 9th, 664, October 10th, 705, and October 11th, 625. Each one could have automatically closed out the very next day at those profit points. Now, the reason you can take advantage of this is because you get to play the bank. And playing the bank puts you in an extremely highly accurate position. And it's based on these new type of options that are called 0 days to expiration. The Moonlight opportunity wasn't available to people prior to them opening this up on a daily basis. What the CBO did was launch daily options on a few tickers you can use to target this income. It used to be, the way options started, they all closed out the 3rd Friday of the month. We used to call that payday. Then they got where they did the weekly. Now they're doing the daily. The 0 day options, about 24 hours to expiration. You already have access to these. Nothing special about these type options. It's the tickers you use right inside your regular brokerage account. Enter before the close and automatically exiting the next day. And when everything works, we know we have a chance to target roughly $700 by the time the next day rolls around. For example, take a look at what happened back on June 11th. Now, back in June, things weren't looking so good for the U.S. economy. Inflation was still running higher than expected. Fed was forced to keep interest rates high. That left the stock market stalled out for 3 months. But like we mentioned, this strategy doesn't care what's going on in the economy, politics, or overseas. It's based on the fundamentals of options, taking you where the strategic options are being sold rather than bought. So on June 11th, anyone following along could have placed a quick trade, picked up another 746. Rinse and repeat. Same process. June 12th, like watching paint dry during that day. $625 overnight on that one. But you're not done yet. On June the 13th, the market was pretty weak from the market open to the close. Overnight, it wasn't much different. People walked away with 0 from that move. It didn't move at all. You'd have picked up 664 by knowing exactly how to use options to pay you. And then again the following day, June 14th, 625. And don't worry, with the Moonlight trade, it's a simple trade. And now I want to remind you, no strategy wins all the time. I have to bring you off that high move and let you tell you, never invest more than you can afford to lose. My goal is to do everything in our power to show you how it works, stay right with you, keep you updated as the trade is in progress. After all, no one likes to place losing trades. Perfecting this method both when it's really good markets or bad. Now, of course, I showed you a week where folks could have banked an extra 26.61 during one of the negative times in the market. Play it either way. Definitely designed to work in all market conditions. The strategies I've been using with top students for years, we consolidated over the last 5 months. You probably took one of these trades inside your own account. You see how it works. It's like Robert. Over 2,000 a day, everyone should be part of this. Or Hugh, look at that, 36.56, playing a little bigger. Or Ken, 3,200, another big player. But there's something really special about how we trade these moonlight opportunities. It's how we select these. You need to understand when most people think of the word options, I always think about buying. Anybody ever heard, oh, you buy this option, all you got to risk is what you pay for. Anybody ever heard that? Oh yeah. But the problem is you risk it all the time. But instead of buying options outright like most people do, the special type of trade with these daily options collect premiums on other people's risky bets. Nothing to do with naked. This is how I explain it. Think of all those massive insurance companies like Geico, State Farm, or Aflac collecting our premiums. They could sit back and collect insurance premiums. Doing the exact same thing. We're just using options to do it. Taking an overnight payment by collecting premiums on other folks' risky bets. By the way, collecting these premiums in the stock market is very unique. You see, when CBOE listed these options with about 24 hours until expiration on a given day, the clock's ticking. The premium's declining. They calculate in a standard amount of premium for each hour of the day. Premium for holding at 10, 11, 12, that hourly premium. But most people assume it means from 9:30 opening bell all the way to 4, normal trading hours. But here's what most people don't realize. There's some bonus premiums in overnight hours, meaning you don't get paid when the premiums during the normal trade, you get paid the difference. We also get to collect the bonus premiums from overnight options. And since most of the premium decays when the markets are closed, we're able to sidestep a lot of the market volatility. And when things work out, we get paid in that 24-hour event. It's the ultimate moonlighting opportunity. Just like what happened on November 18th, you can stare at charts all you want to, but you'll never have the edge you do of selling options. They could have taken about 30 seconds to place this special trade with one of these zero-dated options, get the bonus premiums, clocked out for a day, and sure enough, 883 overnight. And the best part is, even with this method, we have a shot to collect when the stock market goes against it. For example, like on the very next day, November 19th, S&P actually fell. And while most folks invest in S&P were licking their wounds, you could have picked up 625. Of course, we can go out and you can't go out and blindly pick an option. There's a technique involved. That's what I'm going to teach you. If that were the case, everyone would be doing it by now. You have to know which ways and where and time to place these trades. I'll show you everything you need to know to start your very own moonlight trading project. That way you can start targeting $600, $700, $800 overnight, all by moonlighting in the stock market from the comfort of your sofa, sleeping like a baby. And as you'll soon see, placing these trades is no harder than shooting a layup. It doesn't matter where you live or who you have your brokerage account. Any broker will do. I've been trading for 35 years, a long time, or if you get started, that's okay. I'm holding a live step-by-step workshop to show you exactly how you can start targeting these payouts with the Moonlight Trading Project. You saw it on the schedule. I plan to be with you next week to hold your hand as we do these trades. It includes full details, answering questions, doing the trade, and you start using this technique in your account tomorrow. And I'd like to invite folks out there to join me so you can start taking advantage of the Moonlight Trading Project. Once you get the hands on this step-by-step video course, you'll be amazed how clear-cut it really is. You're able to start using it this very week like anyone could back on August 15th. Hitting a few buttons, locked and loaded for the trade, select the trade, send it off, and go back to what you were doing. Next time the day rolled in, there's another 7. Very consistent on the winners. Very consistent on the winners. Then the next day, August 16th, 746 overnight. If you want in on the next one, got a special surprise for you. In the class, I'll pick one of these right on camera, right live with you, target an extra $700. That'll be our goal. That way you can follow along if you like to, watch it over my shoulder, copy, paste, trade it in a matter of minutes. Once the trade is done, your job is done. All you have to do is set it for the market close that day. Now, claim access while I'm live tonight and get the special. They can start implementing this unique strategy just by subscribing to this exclusive trading service. We call it the Moonlight Trading Club. The best deal. This is the last time you get the best deal tonight. No more procrastination. Get on board. This service is solely dedicated to target extra income overnight, these bonus premiums. I'll show you how it works. Power to pay right about $700 on average each time we have a winner. Invite you to join me in the Moonlight Trading Club. We'll average at least 5 alerts each week. Every single day, I look out that last hour for a trade opportunity. Once we get our entry, hey, I would recommend all my closest friends and family. Usually take it with my own money, and I'll let you know right away. That's up to 200 plus of these income trades over the next year. That's a lot of trades. And I'll be holding nothing back. And each Moonlight Trading Club alert, break it down all for you step by step. Here's where you enter, here's your ticker, and here's where you get out. When you place a trade, the option criteria, the entries and exits, all in there. Each income alert will have clear instructions how to place the trade and how to exit the trade. You just read each alert and follow along. Like what happened last November 7th, just recently. Sent you the trade alert right there in your box. New Moonlight Trading Club alert. That's an email, by the way, based on the same method the study shows would have paid $700. Taking trade, turned out the next day, went out and did whatever you wanted to do, looked at your account, time to take your trade, you take your profit and move on. Or spend a little time with your granddaughter throwing a football. $664 on that one. Now, you don't need to feel like you'll be sitting next to your computer all day long. This is designed for people that can't sit by their computer all the morning. Post a trade before the 2:30. That way you have plenty of time to get it. Experience the Moonlight Trading Club as hands-free as possible. Email alerts, including the cell phone. And here's the beauty about the Telegram. I will update you, or Jonathan will update you throughout the trade in steps as you see it develop. So we just don't put the trade on, we're educated along the way. Like what happened on November 8th. Got an email, taking a trade if you choose, and sure enough, $625. Well, the S&P went down. $1,289 after 2 days, 48 hours of trades. That's 2 trades. Moonlight in the late hours of the night. It's not, folks, been chained to their death. This is not for you. Folks could have been out to lunch with your friends, hanging out with your grandkids, doing whatever you want. Maybe even that thing. We'll be doing it live when we do there on June 2nd. And simply call it the alert before the club. It takes about 30 seconds to put it in your account. You can put it in your mobile account, or you can put it on your computer account, wherever you're at. Walk away $1,289 better off. In fact, I made it so simple and straightforward, no harder than riding a bike. Not only did it want to be as simple as possible, I wanted the alerts in the Moonlight Trading Club to be as accurate as possible. That's why I got it limited to a specific trade window, where you're not looking during the day, you're just paying attention, setting your watch, 3:30. Happy report, we've been able to take the win rate in the study from about 60% accuracy all the way up to 81 with a lot of concentrated effort. That's no different than winning 4 out of 5 days. You learn everything. I mean, just stop and think about it. You're getting the education on top of the service. That's like a double win. So you can apply what we're doing here to other things and other trades, but not just that. The reason now I take advantage of these Moonlight trades is because the new type of option listed will focus on those, these zero dated options. We take it in about 24 hours, sometimes 48, but we do it. Options are becoming so powerful, quickly turning Wall Street's favorite way to trade. They're really, like when I started, they had the third Friday of the month was the payday. Now they got the payday every day. There's an opportunity. That's why in our second class, I walk you through everything you need to know about these popular options and how to use them for income. Or if you want to play it a little different way, we'll teach you that. Even more trades that way. It's more important to pay attention, just hear what the students have been saying, and they love it. People have taken this style of trading over the last 5 months. This is some of their testimonials. Easy to follow the entry and exit signals. Benefits is more than trade says. I taught a class where we had, I think, 12 winners inside the class doing this style of trading. Kenneth thinks I'm an excellent coach. He's a VIP. Now, of course, regardless of how good the back test research shows, not every trade's going to work out. I like to tell you that. You should never risk more than you can afford to lose. Use level bets. And luckily, you don't have to. You can take these moonlight trades as little as $80 on average. That's okay. Whether you start with 1,000 or a million, doesn't matter. Focus on the trainings and the process. Moonlight income opportunities. Start small, scale it over time. And that's why it doesn't matter who you are, young or old. Put a lot of work in developing this for you. You wanted income, this is it. Now, if you've been trading for 10 years or just a few months, don't worry. You also have a chance in this Moonlight Trading Club to learn the right way to trade options. Got a whole course dedicated to it. We've had winning streak over a 1 month span. That's the way it works out sometimes. You can say it's worth $39.97. But if you're live with me tonight, won't run anything close to that. We're filling out our 250. It's the last time we're offering it for a while. Get the full potential of Moonlight Trading Club. We're shooting for at least 5 per week, each one designed to target extra income overnight. I don't know what cost would be fair, but listen to what we did. Forget about paying as much as $4,000 or $5,000, or even the $29.97 or the $19.97 on our website. Get everything you've seen. If you stay on here and join us tonight, you get a better deal. It ends tonight. This last chance, last hurrah. For new members today, I got 2 special bonuses to kick it off. More than a year and a half data. Hey, you'll be blown away like I was. Look at that, $24,000. Winners and losers combined, 24,461. Now, if you compare it to the S&P 500 during that same time frame, not even close. 1125 versus 24. You tell me, which side do you want to play? If you were able to keep that pace for a full year, you're looking at probably be a $50,000 income. Now, of course, I never promise any future results, nor protect against losses. I'm not a genie. However, I do want to make this subscription feel like it's a complete no-brainer for you. That's why you got 100 days to be with. And the reason it's 100 days because to be statistically significant, you need that many trades under your belt to make sure that the accuracy and what we put together works for you. Full satisfaction back guaranteed. Not thrilled at the end of that? Hey, you're not excited about doing this? Well, call our team and we'll give you your full money back after all that training, all those trades. My goal is to have your trades cover the membership fee as fast as possible. Please let me know when that happens. And Bob from Cotler Bay did entire subscription in 2 weeks. Whitney, $500 over and above in her first week. Now, folks watching right now have the same experience. Here's the big break. Moonlight Trading Club, first win on me. And like I've shown you countless times today, $700 overnight is average. And the first win on me will subtract that off from $19.97, puts it at $12.97. The best deal that with that big discount ends tonight. Now, Limited time special. Moonlight Trading Club. First come, first serve. If you want it, and if you're ready for your very first Moonlight income trade, get on board. We got a master class tomorrow. Click the link in the chat. Put the link in the chat, Adam, dtitrader.com/MTC. Or call 904-416-1776 and press 1. The best deal ends tonight. Say goodbye if you procrastinate. There it is, folks. And for a limited time, we got a sweeter deal. You get multiple years access for less than $700 per month. They end that tonight also. Don't close the page. After you do that, you can turn it into a lifetime subscription. Highly recommend you do that. The lifetime members will be granted free access to the double dip upgrade, teach you how to double the profit opportunity each and every Moonlight trade. And you're not just limited to tickers I'm using. You can use this strategy with others. More epic setups right there, giving you more opportunities. The special offer is only available for folks who claim their membership tonight and then upgrade to lifetime on the page. Go to dtitrader.com/MTC. And for gold members, you know who you are. Call that number. If you want to take part in one of the founding memberships, get a special deal, call and get it. 904-416-1776. dtitrader.com/MTC. Here's a few questions we got. How much money's needed? Well, the small is $80 per contract. Not bad. I have done some less for $50 a contract. Every trade been a winner? Of course not. No strategy wins 100% of the time. We back tested it. We've done it with real money. We've got it narrowed down. We brought our accuracy rate up. Extremely profitable for those who stick to the method. Should we be worried about more downside in the market? That's the beauty of this. We're not holding position for weeks or over a 24-hour period, targeting this extra income. Can you trade this in an IRA? Of course you can. It's retirement account friendly. A normal account's fine. What's the next one? Tomorrow afternoon will be the next one. I'm only sharing this information with today's founding members. How do you start your own? Go through the master classes, get on board, click the link in the chat, and we'll show you how it works. Got a great master class you can watch tonight to prepare for tomorrow's session. The best deal ends tonight. Call 904-416-1776. Any other sketch? Any other question? I'm live, Mark. I'm live. Get the deal tonight. Yeah, contact Roe at DTI Trader. Mike, he'd be glad to help you. Yeah, my plan is, I think we had two of these scheduled next week, Monday and Wednesday. Notice it's at 3:30 when we schedule them, right during the heart of the trade, so I can walk you through both those trades. Perfect. Remember, this is straightforward, simple process. You're playing the odds of selling options by doing it this way. Your exposure is limited to that overnight into the next day. And the beautiful thing is you can control when they don't go your way. I'm going to, I'll do that at, I think I said at 11:30 tomorrow. I'll do it in there. Any other questions? Last chance on the 3-year deal tonight. Adam just posted it in there. Chris, they issued the last hour of the day. The last hour of the day is when the alerts. You got a Telegram channel, email, so you'll get notified. Yeah, the schedule. Let me go back and find that schedule. Hold on, I'll do that for you. Probably back at the first, knowing my luck. Pizza in Lifetime. Way to go, Pete. Hey, Adams, is there a faster way to go back than me doing it one slide at a time?
I can do it, T-Buzz, 1 second.
Yeah, go back to the schedule. They want to see the schedule. All right. Did y'all see that? At 11:30 there, I'm going to include my coin beta in there. Yep, that's where to be. 3:30, the Moonlight Trading Club class will go in it together tomorrow afternoon. 8:15 on Tuesday, my futures first. Connected Dots at 10:45, got a special at 1. Wednesday, Moonlight Trading Club class at 3:30. I have nothing scheduled. I got Wednesday night at 8, nothing scheduled on Thursday, 1 and 3 on Friday. That's the plan. That's the plan. You know, the more I think about it, Adam, I hate to do this to you again, but see that futures class Tuesday? Move it to tomorrow morning, if you don't mind. I don't want to wait. That's my futures first education class. There you go. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, folks. There's the schedule. Any last minute questions? Anybody got? Remember, next week should be the second best week of the month for trading. And then the last week of the year is the best week. Go to dtitrader.com/MPC. Take advantage of that discounted price tonight if you want to be part of this. A lot of training, a lot of education over the next 100 days to make sure you got it and have statistics that you can rely on. That's the goal. Let me see if any last minute questions before I wrap it up. That's up to you, Joseph, whatever you decide. Yeah, I tried not on the ones that go bad. I try to average worst case about 30%. Worst case, Chris. That's what I try to do. That's the way the plan is. In fact, once you listen to master class number 1 and you've been selling options, you'll find out real quick. You get some real School of Hard Knocks information that Took me a lot of money and a lot of years to learn in that master class #1. People that attended it live could not believe they got the kind of stats and the kind of things that are important to separate from having that edge when you do these trades. I'm really proud of that first class. So folks, I'm gonna wrap it up. Y'all have a good night. And as I always say, I'll see you on the flip side.